Hello, it's a lovely evening. The birds are singing like crazy and we're going to do some Pilates. So we're in a different part of the garden today, so I've got the sun in my eyes, so we're going to see how we get on. So let's come down. I'm going to come round onto our mat and we're going to warm up from the mat. So come down very carefully, so if you can, just gently roll yourself down onto the mat. Ready? So let's start by finding that neutral spine. We're just going to rock the pelvis back and forwards, finding that soft curve. So you've got that little gap under your waist, and just feel the air gently coming through. Jolly good. So think about the neck, nice and long. Now if this isn't comfy for you, remember you can always put a little block underneath your head if you need to. We're going to think about the core muscles. So we're going to just use the waist today. So we're just going to pull in gently at the waist. Find that soft tension at your waist. Just at the level you can hold. And then let's focus on the breath. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Deep and wide into the ribs. Very good. And we're going to gently start. We're just going to warm up the neck. You just take the head from one side to the other, gently going over, and come back to the center. We're going to lift the arms up, and we're going to inhale as we lift up, and exhale as you come back down. What you might be able to hear is all the bees. Got lots of alliums in this bed, and they're all buzzing like crazy. Lift up, squeeze back. So we're just waking up the upper back. Very good. Now we're going to take the arms back. Now make sure as you go back that you're keeping the shoulders pulled down and you're maintaining that neutral spine. So we're not going to let the ribs or the tummy pop up. We're going to keep that control of your core and take it round. One more. And arms down by your sides. Let's just loosen up the hips. So keeping the pelvis really still. Just going to drop one knee out to the side and then squeeze back up and drop down and squeeze back up. I'm probably going to end up doing most of this with my eyes shut, because although it's late in the evening, the sun is still really bright. It's going from side to side, so keep those hips still. Very good. One more each way. And come back to the center. Okay, we're going to start with the 100 today. So we're going to start with a fairly easy option. We're going to keep the head down today. So your neck's going to rest. And what this is going to do is mean that we're going to work the muscles on the front and the back of the body. When we lift the head up, we tend to be working much more into the front of the body. So we want to work both sides. So keep the head down. We're going to lift the legs up into tabletop position and hold it here. Now if that's too much, remember you can do one leg at a time. We're going to take the arms to the sides and we're going to gently start breathing. So we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do 8 more breaths. If you want to work a little bit harder, remember you can always stretch your legs away. So we're still keeping that core control. So one of our Pilates principles is all about control. So we're controlling this move. If you feel it's getting too wobbly, you can always come back to this position. Another key principle, we're working the core. So we're centering. Big deep breaths. I've lost count now. Let's do about another 3 breaths. And bring the knees back in. Well done. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do a version of scissors. So we're going to, if we can, bring the legs up into tabletop position. Now, if this is too much for you to hold it here, remember you can keep one leg down and just work one leg at a time. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to slice through the air. So as though your leg is a cheese cutter. So we're going to take it down and come back up. Exhale down, inhale up. So we're really working these lower abdominal muscles. We're still trying to keep that slight curve under your back and nothing else is moving. Exhale down, inhale up. So we want to use the precision principle here. So that leg is going up and down in exactly the same place every time. Down and up. Down and up. Oh, plane going over. It's unusual at the moment. Last one. And lower the legs down. And let's have a quick stretch. Stretching it out. Very good. Okay, we're going to do some one-leg circles. So we want stability here. So we're going to have the arms lightly at the side. Now this supporting leg can either be straight on the floor, flexing your foot, or you can keep the knee bent. So that's entirely up to you. I'm going to work with this leg straight. Flex the foot so you're stabilizing that hip. This leg we're going to lift up. Now you can have it with a bent knee and we'll work out, round and back in. Or you can have it with a straight leg. So inhale to prepare, exhale as you go out, inhale as you bring it back in. So listen to your hips. The important thing is that you're controlling it and there's no discomfort. So it's uncomfortable, take it into a bent knee. And then hold it here, and now we're going to go the other way. So inhale in, exhale out. 2 more. And lower that leg down. Very good. Let's go to the other side. So again, this leg can be bent or straight, and this leg can be bent. So you can take the knee in a circle, or you can have a straight leg. Inhale to prepare, exhale as you go. Out, down and round. Out, down and round. Nice big circles. So working on the mobility in the hip, and we're keeping the torso still. 2 more. Now we'll change. Inhale across, exhale down and out. Now you're trying to keep the hips still. And make sure you're not putting all the pressure on your arms. It's your core muscles that are working to keep you nice and still. And rest it down. Well done. Let's come over onto the side. So we're going to do some side kicks. So we're going to lie in a nice long straight line. Hips one on top of the other, and we're going to keep the feet together. Make sure you've got that little gap under here, so those little ants can go straight underneath. Neck nice and long. You can have your fingertips lightly here for support if you need to, otherwise pop the hand up here. Now we're going to lift this top leg. So we're going to point up and flex down. Point up, flex down. Point up, flex down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now this time we're going to hold it here so it's just hip height, so not too high, and then we're going to squeeze this underneath leg up. Squeeze it up. Still got the gap under the waist. So using your core. Last one. Now holding this underneath leg off the floor, if you can, we're going to take this leg forward. So just slowly forwards and back. So it's a really small movement, but we're keeping this underneath leg off the floor. Legs are in a straight line. So you're really going to have to focus on that core control to stop you wobbling. So fingers in front if you need to, or if you prefer, lower that underneath leg. So if you can, both legs off the floor, forward and back. Just a small movement. And to the centre, and lower it down. Well done. Let's come up to sitting. Okay, so we're going to do a spine twist. So for our spine twist, we're going to sit up as tall as we can. Now, if this is really uncomfortable for your back, get a cushion or one of your blocks and then make sure that you're sitting up tall and straight. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and the heels together. And your bottom and your lower body are going to stay perfectly still. So from here, we're going to take the arms across the chest and we're going to twist the upper body. So inhale to prepare, exhale as you twist, inhale as you come back. So we're just working on the rotation of the spine. So as we come round, the oblique muscles are working. So these are these muscles here around the side. So as you go round, you're pushing with one side and the other side is contracting. Every time you come back to the centre, try and sit a bit taller and higher. So you're really working on that rotation of the spine. Last one. And come back. Very good. Now we're going to take this into the saw. So we're going to take the legs out to the side. But to start off with, rather than using the arms out long, I want you to keep them crossed here. So inhale to prepare. Exhale as you come over. Exhale as you go down, stretching down. Come up and rotate back to the centre. So I want you to make sure that the movement is coming from your torso, not just the arms. So just gently from side to side. Now you can carry on like this, or if you wish, let's take the arms out long. Inhale as you come round, exhale as you push forward, and you're reaching your little finger to your little toe, but the movement is still coming from your torso. Push forwards. One more each way. Last one. Very good. Well done. Let's take the head down to the other end. So coming round to this side, we're going to do the side kicks again. So long straight line. So make sure your hips are stacked one on top of the other. Pulling in at the waist. You've got that little gap under your waist. Hand here if you can, otherwise pop it in front. Going to lift this top leg. Point up, flex down. Exhale up, inhale down. Completely blinded again. And there's something buzzing all around me. One last one. Then we're going to keep this top leg here and we're going to squeeze the underneath leg up. So the top leg doesn't move. So working down the side of the body. Squeeze up. Now if this is too much, remember you can just leave that top leg where it is. Just hold it still. Very good. Now holding both legs up, we're going to take this top leg forwards and back. Now just be very careful your body isn't wobbling. So remember your options. If you want to make it a bit easier, you can let the underneath leg go down to the floor, or you can bring your fingertips in front, or both if you need to. Forwards and back. So obviously keeping both legs straight is much more difficult than when we bring the leg forward and we do the bigger kicks. So that's when we're working for mobility. Here, we're just doing this for control. So challenging your balance, challenging your core strength. Forward and back. And forward and back. Two more. Last one. And rest it down. Very good. Let's come back up to sitting for a moment. And we're just going to do a little bit of developmental stretching. So from here, we're going to come round to one side. We're going to come over the top of the knee. We're going to get hold of it and we're just going to pull down and stretch. Hold it for 10 seconds. Slowly come up. Let's come round to the other side. Hold this side. We're just going to pull down. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it back up to the centre. Okay, we're going to come round on our front. I'm going to go this way because you may have noticed my grass is sloping. So I'm going to go this way, otherwise I'll be sliding off the end of the mat. So let's come round onto our front. And we're going to start with our one leg kick. So lying in this position, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward, pushing the pelvis forward, core muscles still engaged, and we're going to do our kick. So we're going to point and flex and point and change. Point, flex, point and change. Point, flex, point and change. Point, flex, point. Now what you're trying to do is to work the hamstrings, the muscles on the back of your thigh, and we're trying to stretch the quads on the front of your thigh. And that's only going to work if you keep that pelvis tilted forward. That's not working. Point, flex, point. Last one. Very good. Let's take it down. We're going to go into a swan dive. So hands either side in that lovely little E shape. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you come up. So start small. Now rather than being on the grass, I want you to imagine your hands are on the ice. And it's quite thin ice. You're going to come a little bit further up, but we're going to keep those hands light. So you're not going to push through the ice. Stretching up. So we're mobilizing the lower back. Now let's do a couple for strength. So we're going to come up and then we're going to tighten those butt muscles. So squeeze the butt, inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to let legs come up and then take it back down. Now we want to use control, not just momentum, to gently rock, using your strength to work down the back of the body. I hope those buzzes and bees aren't quite as loud on the film as they are here. Frighten the life out of you. Last one. And then we're going to come up, we're going to push back, push the tailbone under and stretch it back. Very good. Let's come forward and do some swimming. So we're going to do the lying down version of swimming today. So arms out nice and long. I want you to turn your hands so you've got your little finger towards the floor. So inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg. So your nose is just off the mat and you're keeping your eyes looking down. Now if this feels too much for you, remember you can do just the arms or just the legs. You don't have to do both. And we're working the back extensors, so working those little muscles that support right down the back of your body. Last one. Very good. And let's pop up on our hands and knees. We're just going to stretch through the back. So we're going to do the lovely cat stretch. So tucking the tailbone under. We're going to take it all the way up and down. Work it up and down. 2 more. Take it up. So really working through the full range of movement in your back. Very good. Let's come round to sitting. And we're going to do a little bit of rolling. So we've got some options here. We're going to do a roll back. Those of you that are not keen on the roll back, I want you to just do the half roll back. So when you're doing this, you're just tilting your tailbone under and just coming back as far as is comfortable for you. So gently tuck it under and come back up. Those of you that like to roll, we're going to tuck the knees in, tuck the head in and gently go back and come up. Now we're going to try and do it as slowly as you can. So rolling down, rolling up, trying to control that movement. So it's not just momentum taking you back. Gently coming back. 2 more. Very good. Okay, we're going to have a go at the seal. Those of you that don't fancy the seal, we can do the oblique cow. So just taking it to the side, going from side to side. Those of you that want to do the seal, we're going to open the knees out. So I'll show you from this direction. You're going to open the knees out, and if you can take your hands through the middle. If that's not comfy, you can hold it on top. So it's up to you. Arms through the middle, picking the feet up, and if you can, we're going to clap 3 times here. So it's a 1, 2, 3, over the top, 1, 2, 3. Whoops! Bit difficult when you do it on a hill. Roll it back and up. Roll it back and up and back and up and back and up. And let's stop here. Very good. Okay, we're going to go down and do a nice bridge now. So let's just roll down nicely onto the mat. So I want you to find that neutral position. Feet about hip width apart. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis and start to lift the hips up. So we're coming up, trying to get that straight line from your knee to your shoulder. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you roll down. Just working through the spine. So imagine your spine is like a string of pearls. And you're just lifting and lowering it 1 pearl at a time. That's the birds joining in now. So you're mobilising the spine and really squeezing those glutes as you get to the top. Now you know why I didn't bother with the music tonight. These animals are too noisy. 1 more. Very good. Well done. Let's go into our supine leg twist. So arms out to the side, feet and knees together. So core muscles pulled in. Inhale. As you go over to one side, push the knees all the way over. And then as you exhale, pull the waist back, and then the hips, and then the legs. Go to the other side. Inhale as you go over. Exhale as you pull ribs, waist, hips, back to the center. Let's go again. Gently going from side to side, pushing over. Get that lovely stretch through the body, really working those obliques. One more each way. And pull back to the center. Let's bring the knees into your chest. And I want you to really flatten your back to the floor as you pull your knees in. And stretch it. Oh, lovely. And then arms and legs reaching long. Stretching away. And bring your arms down by your sides. And let's just finish with a couple of minutes of relaxation. So make yourself comfortable. If you prefer, come onto one side. And let's just start with some big deep breaths. Fill the lungs full of oxygen. Exhale deeply, getting rid of any stale air. Big deep breaths. Take your awareness to your feet. Give the toes a little wiggle. And then just let your feet be soft. Let the ankles drop out to the sides. Let your legs relax. And let your hips be soft and open. Let those deep abdominal muscles relax. Fill them with oxygen. Let your neck and shoulders be soft. Let your hands and arms relax. Let your head be heavy on the floor. And let your face be soft. And just take a couple of minutes, letting the ground support you, letting your body relax. Big deep breaths. Gradually let the awareness come back to your feet. Let the awareness come back through your legs, into your torso, to your hands and arms, into your face. Slowly come over to one side and gradually make your way back up to sitting. There we go. We're done for this evening. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.